Hey, everybody, this is Drew. I have another workout for you. This is going to be a cardio workout. We're going to be doing steady state or zone 2 training, meaning just constant, low impact movement for about 25 minutes. We're going to make it fun. I've got 5 exercises for you. We're going to repeat those 5 exercises to keep things fresh and interesting. And you can have your shoes on or off, grab some water, put some music on, whatever you like. If you're ready to get started, let's go ahead and get to it. So if you're ready, I am ready. Let's get going. So we're just going to begin with some basic warm-up movement here, and then we will get into those 5 moves that I mentioned. So let's just get those feet moving and those arms moving, of course, as well. So I want those arms to feel like they're free to move in the shoulders and the upper back. So this is a great way just to kind of create a little bit of mobility. As we get ourselves moving, I'm moving slightly forward and slightly back. And of course, as always, you know from doing this class, the pacing is up to you. So if you want to walk, keep the feet on the ground more, slow it down just a little bit, fine. If you want to do a little more of a jogging kind of motion, perfectly up to you. And of course, our goal is to create heat in the body. And we do that with the constancy of the movement, but also with our breathing. So make sure that your breath is really a big part of your workout today. Remember how let's start going side to side. Remember how we breathe through the nose as much as we can in this workout. Now, breathing through the nose is a calming signal to the mind, but it also is a better way to more efficiently use our breath. So of course, with more advanced, more active cardio, we do need to breathe through the mouth, and that's perfectly fine. But in a steady state style like this is, as zone 2, we may very well be able to breathe through the nose the entire time. So do what works well for you there, but let's go ahead and get started coming back to the middle of the mat. We're going to go high knee twice and then a step back. So you're going to go high knee, the opposite leg steps back. Switch sides. Other leg, high knee, opposite leg steps back. High knee, step back. High knee, step back. So finding a little rhythm. And you may be better at this than I am. My brain always gets a little bit confused, but that's part of the fun. Now, remember as we get going here, we don't have to ever rush. Now, another way that you can create more of your cardio work here is by using your muscles. So really firmly kick up. Kick, and a deep step back. Kick, and a deep step back. We're switching sides each time. And sometimes when I rush a little bit, I don't get as good of a step back. So if I slow down just a little, I can get myself to step back just a little bit better. So for our last few here, we've got about 30 more seconds. If you want to slow it down and just try to get that little bit deeper lunge and step back. I definitely have messed up the pattern a couple of times here. Hopefully you didn't notice. Doesn't matter as long as we keep moving. Now we are going to come back to all of these. We're going to be repeating, all right? So that's something to hopefully look forward to. All right, middle of your mat, we're going to go heel to bottom. Now this is a move we've done before. A couple things to note. Try not to let your knees come forward. So the reason for that is by keeping your knees level, heel to bottom, you're making your hamstrings work. Could even reach back like I am here, hold on to those hamstrings and feel them working. The hamstrings tend to be one of the weaker muscles in the body, so it's really important that we work them. So we make a strong kicking action, and then once you've got that rhythm, we're going to spin the hands. Now let's get those arms moving. And of course, we're smiling the whole time, right? We are here to have fun. So it's so wonderful to have the gift of movement. So let's celebrate that with a big old smile. Awesome. We're going to keep cruising along here. Now we're going to change the arm position. We're going to start going out and in, out and in. Let's go for a few of those breaths in and out through the nose, if you haven't already done that. About 5 more of these arm movements. These are hard. At least I think so. Trying to get the elbows to come in as close as the hands. That's the hard part there. Good. Arms down, and let's kick it out. Just a few more seconds, and then we'll switch. Take the arms up overhead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In case you were wondering, no, I did not move again. I promise, I did not move again. I just split myself around, facing the other direction. Kind of a nice backdrop here. Okay, awesome. Back to the middle of your mat. We're going to open the toes out wide, and then we're just going to lower down and press up. Down and up. Let's get used to the leg movement. Couple more here. Now take your left arm, reach it over, right arm over, down, over, down. So your movements are crisp. You're thrusting those arms toward the ceiling. Now, of course, you can always work on getting a little more depth in that squat, but I want you to make sure that you're not getting low by rounding the back. So you're looking straight ahead at all times, and your knees and your hips are what are bending, not your spine. Awesome, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. You can always walk it out if you need to. We're going to start with, or move into, side steps. Now, again, you can keep the feet on the ground and you're just walking across, or you can hop across. Make sure you're safe, regardless of what you're doing. And you're really focusing here on picking the feet up, not sliding them across. Now, the next thing I'd like you to notice is that my feet are not coming all the way together. They do get a little closer, but I'm not doing like this. Okay, keep the feet apart as you step or jog across. Now, same thing like with the last exercise of the squat. You're going to keep your back straight The inside hand reaches to the ground and over to the other side. Reach down and back up. Your goal here is to keep the spine straight. If your hand doesn't touch the floor or your finger top, that's okay. Excellent. Maybe a good time for a smile, a deep breath, couple more. And back to center. Deep breath. This last one that we're going to repeat is a squat to a high knee. We squat, we lift, we lift. Squat, lift, and lift. Now, again, back stays straight so that your glutes and hamstrings, whoops, I did too many. Your glutes and hamstrings are doing the work of the squat. Now, think about getting the knees way up high and getting that squat way down low. Beautiful. All right, arms up, up, squat. Arms, arms, squat. Nice. Remember, zone two, zone 2, not zone Drew. Zone 2 definition is that you're doing your movements, but you can still carry on a conversation exactly like I'm doing. You're welcome to chatter right along with me if you like to test that. We're going to get 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Okay, maybe a water break if you like. How are you feeling? I hope you're doing great. Let's move it around just a little bit. I want you to come to one end of the mat and walk backwards. And then turn and walk backwards. Make sure you're safe. Pick your feet up. Bring the hands interlaced behind the head and continue your backward steps. Try to stay as tall as you can. Couple more. So good to repattern our walking movement. All right, my friends, back to the middle of your mat. And here we go. Double high knee to the step back. Kick, kick, opposite leg steps back. Other side, kick, kick, other leg steps back. Kick, kick, step, thrust, thrust, step, thrust, thrust, step. A little flow. Nice. I'm happy to report that my coordination on this one is not too bad. I'm being humble about that because I definitely would not make a great aerobics instructor, but here we are. We're having a great time. Keep this going. Can you believe we've already been going for about 12 minutes? You can always slow this down if you need to. We're going to get about 5 more. Now on these last ones, let's focus on getting that deep step back. Slow it down, get a little deeper step, and then the thrust. Step and thrust. Step and thrust. Last couple. And rest. Good. Okay. Don't rest. We keep moving. Heel to bottom. Remember the two arm movements. Up and down. I think that's what I did. I think I forgot what I did actually. This will work. We did this, and then we did these. So we'll get to those. Oh, I think I know what I did. I did these, didn't I? Or was that on a different one? It doesn't matter. It's all good. Nice, steady pace. Breath is in and out through the nose. All right, let's switch to these guys here. About 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, good. Feel that in the arms for sure. All right, this squat position is referred to as the horsey squat. So legs are out like you're riding a horse, except obviously some differences. Toes turned out as what you're going to do here, down and up. Now, one thing I didn't mention first round is that I want you to have those hands on the knees and pushing the hands into the knees, not because we want to make it easier, but because it's getting a muscle contraction in the upper body when you do that. So feel your arms and shoulders working here. Now that I'm remembering, this is the one where we went side to side. So let's go ahead and start that. Reach, reach, and down. Vigorous movements. Remember to find your depth in that squat, and the knees stay a little wide as you come down. Try not to let those knees collapse inward. And the reason for that is it gives a little more space in the hip joints for you to get a little deeper into your squat. If you close off those knees, it's harder to get low. All right, we've got 5 left. Breath in and out through the nose. Last one. And release. Good. Okay, let's keep moving. Side steps, side to side. This is the one where you're walking or hopping across, hopping, jogging, whatever word you want to use. A little bit of movement of the feet, getting them airborne ever so slightly if you want a little more impact, but not necessary. Remember, we're keeping the feet apart, not bringing them together. Knees are a little bit bent. Let's add the reach to the ground. Reach and reach. Inside arm is reaching. Back is staying straight. We're definitely getting some good leg workout here, even though we're focusing on heart and lung health. Maybe try hopping a few if you like. You can always change it up a little bit. believe it or not, we're already coming down toward the end. We don't have a whole lot left. 20 minutes of steady state movement. We're going to go about 5 more times across. Keep that back straight. Doesn't matter if you reach the floor or not. Whew. Whew. Back to center. All right. Okay. Squat to high knee. Squat to high knee. Here we go. Squat, high knee, high knee. Squat, high knee, high knee. Slow it down if you need to really get these complete movements. I'd much rather you just back off of the pace just a little in favor of good form, complete movements. That means the knee goes up as high as you can, the back stays straight as you squat down. Now remember, in the first round, we added those arm movements. So let's see if we can coordinate those in. So up, up, down, up, up, down. You know, the beautiful thing about this fit workout designed for cardio-respiratory health is you may very well feel this tomorrow in your glutes and your hamstrings and your quads, maybe even your belly. Using all those muscles, we're going to get 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Whew, nice job. We're not done yet. Grab some water if you like. Okay, beautiful. Walking backwards. Let's slow it down. So one of the nice things to put a positive spin on working out inside, we have probably limited space, right? And so you really you don't have a lot of room to cover here, which means you're turning a lot. That is good. Now for the next couple, see if you can focus on turning the opposite direction. So turn to the right one time, and then turn to the left one time. Now, because you're reversing it every time, you're actually turning to the same side of your room, but you're turning the different side of your body each time. And I'm just, for whatever goofy reason, I'm kind of using my arm. I don't know why I started doing that, but just kind of using my arm to help emphasize that the rotation as I turn. Any kind of goofy moves are allowed. All right, everybody. Beautiful. Come on back to center and move your feet a little bit wider apart. Arms by your sides. Here's another chance for a wonderful, long, deep breath. Raise the hands up high. Reach the hands down to the ankles, forward fold. Rise up. Lower the arms halfway down. Rotate to the right. Rotate to the left. Back to center. Raise the arms up. Side bend. Side bend. Back to center. Lower the hands down. Reach the hands up. Bring the palms together above your head. Draw the hands down onto the heart. And release the hands by your sides. We are so grateful for our hearts and our lungs and our ability to breathe fully because not everybody in this world can do so. So let's celebrate and acknowledge our heart and our lungs for the great work they do for us. All right, everybody, we are all done. I'm so glad you joined me. A lot of good fun today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care and bye for now.